Christ 17 TV back upside your head with another one. Today we're gonna go back when I was a kid. Kindergarten. I just seen some shit where some kids were playing with some matches, trying to burn some shit up, and it gave me a flashback. A flashback of when it was in 1983, and we lived on Haight Street in the Haight, Ashbury on Haight and Masonic, and I went to school right across from where I lived at. And the funny thing is, I used to walk to school by myself at 5 years old. And the shit that I used to see on fucking Haight Street was crazy. Crazy. Like, I mean, all kind of shit. I mean, from fucking punk rockers to motherfucking, man, I'm talking about Holly Krishnas to, man, I mean, we've seen it all. I mean, to cops beating motherfuckers with clubs, to punk rockers fighting skinheads. I mean, it was crazy. In 1983, on fucking Haight Street was crazy. And then you had all the hippies. Everybody smoking weed. Everybody on fucking acid. I've seen some shit down there. And this was right before we moved from Haight Street to the TL. And then moved back to New York, because when I first went to New York, I was about 3. It was like in 1981. And then my grandfather died, and then we flew all the way back to California for the funeral. And my mom ended up staying out there for a few more years before we drove across country from San Francisco all the way to Brooklyn, New York. So, I remember this time that my mom was dead ass sleeping, and I had matches, I had newspaper, I had toilet paper, and at that time I was lighting the paper and dropping it downstairs. Lighting toilet paper, and I'm 5, so I'm just dropping the shit downstairs. And by the time you know it, something starts to catch on fire on the side of the building. And fire trucks come. I mean, everybody in the building is banging on our door. My mom's dead asleep. So now she gets woke up out of a dead sleep. We got firefighters at our door. I guess somebody seen me doing it from up top or from the next one over, and they called on me, say, yeah, man, there's a kid, and he's lighting a fucking fire. I was bad as hell. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was bad as fuck. Now, I'm lighting it and keep dropping it. And now it's starting to fall on each other, and it's starting to get a bigger flame. I'm dropping newspapers. I'm doing magazines. I'm doing brown bag trash, dropping it. And not knowing, I'm just fucking bad as fuck, but I was mesmerized by fire. Now, remember what I said, I was mesmerized by fire. So, they're beating on the door, damn near ready to bust the fucking door down, as my mom, she wakes up in a panic, wondering why everybody's banging on our door. She goes out there, and the firefighters say, yeah, somebody seen your kid lighting newspaper and dropping it down, and now something on the side is starting to burn. So whatever was burning, they put it out. And I'm gonna tell you this. I think I know that's what got us thrown out. But and that's how I ended up in the TL, because I almost burned down the place on Haight Street. So the firefighters come in, they fucking talk to me, they tell me how dangerous it is and all this shit. The neighbors are screaming at my mom like, yo, you could have burned down the building. Woody whoop whoop. So the smoke clears, everybody leaves. Now it's just me and my mom. First, she slapped my face so fucking hard, my ears are still ringing, okay? Then she said, you want to kill us? You want to burn us up? She grabbed my shirt, took a lighter, and lit my shirt on fire with me wearing my shirt at 5 years old. Now, if you're talking about scared straight, I'm on fire. My shirt is on fire. I'm wearing it. I'm crying. I'm freaking out. Ah! It starts burning way up here, and she just throws water on me. It's gone. Then she took the fucking coat hanger and whoops my ass something fearsome. Keep showing me the matches, too. You want to play with matches? You want to play with fucking matches? You're going to kill somebody with these things. When I mean, I remember that ass whipping so like it was yesterday. I remember her grabbing me like this, my shirt, like this, and lighting my shit from the bottom on fire and feeling the heat on my stomach, on my chest, and then I feel just the water. Shh. Everything's out. But the coat hanger, she whooped my ass, I want to say, for at least 15 minutes. I'm not going to lie. I got the ass whooping of my life. But see, I used to get my ass whooped because I was always into something bad. My sister used to have to whoop my ass. My grandma, she was old and she whooped my ass. My mama used to whoop my ass. I know about getting my ass whooped because I was doing shit I had no business doing. So she's, you want to play with matches? And I was screaming, no, no, no. Let me tell you guys something. I didn't play with another match or another fucking lighter till we moved back to New York. I'm talking about 3 years. And then we outside, we're friends, and I'm playing. I'm like 9 now, and firecrackers come, and of course these kids are lighting shit, so I'm trying to light little fucking blackjacks. But I will tell you this. I've never been so scared in my motherfucking life until my mama lit my shirt on fire with me inside the motherfucking shirt. They fucking ended up kicking my mom out. That was bad because she was pregnant. She just had my little brother. So now we move to the TL. And the TL is different than Haight Street. Now, instead of seeing all these punk rockers with fucking mohawks and all these crazy motherfuckers fighting with sticks, I mean, it was crazy. So now I move to the TL. Now we don't have that kind of fucking activity. Now we got these motherfuckers nine out. I mean, if you don't know about trying to eat some fucking cereal and getting a spoon and looking at the spoon and the bottom of the spoon's black, then you didn't grow up in that era around the shit that I grew up in. And I'm not trying to glorify it. This is the way I was raised. If you ain't never seen a spoon burnt on the bottom and you're like, go in the drawer, another spoon, burnt, another spoon, burnt, then you don't know. Then you don't fucking know what growing up in the 1980s was in the Tenderloin was like. Went from Haight Street to the TL. And the TL was dangerous as fuck. I lived in a few different spots in a few different years. Bodecker Park was filled with people doing drugs, selling drugs, ODing. You had a few kids there. A lot of the kids was Asian, black, and Mexican. And I would play with all the kids. And we over there playing, climbing up shit, getting on roofs, jumping down here in the sand. I mean, it was crazy fun as a kid. But growing up and being like, damn, you lived in like you live in like zombie land before there was a fucking zombie land. I mean, I see my mom bring this lady back to life. She OD'd. I think I might have told this on my channel, but this lady was in the kitchen. My mom walked to the store, came back, bring me a soda, bring me some chips, and I didn't. And see, back fucking then, they would have like a blanket on top of the motherfucking door to cover the walkway because there was no door there, so you couldn't see what was going on in the kitchen. So the ladies OD'd on the floor. My mom comes in. I'm sitting on the bed. I don't even know this lady's in the next room laid out fucking dying. My mom comes in, gives me the stuff, opens the little thing and starts yelling, "Wake up, girl!" Girl would not wake up, so my mom started slapping her, psh, psh, cold water on her, give her mouth to mouth till this lady finally came back alive. And that's when I was like, what the fuck is this? My mother bring some lady who was doing hair on in the kitchen while she was gone and OD'd in our kitchen. Brought her back to life. Now, fast forward, maybe a few months pass, this guy that my mom used to hang out with, he's in a bathtub. My mom's in the kitchen fixing me, I think, some French toast, some shit like that. And I keep telling my mom, I gotta pee. How long is he gonna be in the bath? So she knocks, no answer. She knocks again. She comes in. This motherfucker got his head like this. Here's the water, and it's right under his mouth and nose. This motherfucker had his arm hanging over. I seen this shit. Needle in his arm, belt tied around his arm, OD'd in the fucking bath. Now, whatever shit was going on during that time was so strong it had people ODing. But the thing is, about dolphins, right? You would think if somebody ODs off something, nobody else would want to go buy from whoever has that. Opposite. You OD, now everybody wants it. Oh, he couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle it. It's crazy. People will OD and die, and people, instead of running from that fucking drug, they're going to run to it. I don't get it. I don't know why, but now, back to the bathroom. So my mom pulls this guy out, drains the water's going down, gets him out, brings him back to life too. Now, this was in like 2 to 3 months. This happened 2 times. So, for me, almost burning down the fucking crib on fucking Haight Street, getting my mama thrown out of there, now we end up in the TL in the trenches. I mean, I'm seeing motherfuckers fight. I'm seeing hoes on the fucking hostro selling pussy. I'm hearing it. I suck your dick. They were out in the open to anybody who walks by. You want a blowjob? One time, I went into the alley. I'm just playing. I'm young still. Go into the fucking alley. There's this lady who I always see. She's giving this guy a fucking blowjob in the middle of the day between 2 parked cars. And I'm just bad as hell, curious as hell, looking like, yo, went, told my friend, come here. So we looking and we laughing like fuck, because we at that age where we already know, because we are around all this shit in the TL. There's a hostro, there's a park with fucking dope fiends, everybody nodding out all fucking over the place. I'm seeing these dudes spit out balloons, giving it to motherfuckers. I see these guys kissing a broad, and that's how they're switching the motherfucking shit. I mean, growing up there was illmatic, like Nas. I'm talking about ODs. You see it. Then my friend, his daddy get fucking stabbed 60-something times. 60-something times. Asian man. And the cold part is the word is he got stabbed by some guy named Ice Pick. Ain't that some shit? Don't get stabbed by a motherfucker whose nickname is Ice Pick. Left him for dead. Downtown. Civic Center. You know, this guy survived being stabbed 60-something times, but could never walk right. Again, he had like that, like, his walk was no good. There was no way where he could even defend himself no more. They had to take care of him. And to be honest, I wouldn't want to live my life like that where you can barely walk. You ever seen somebody who's got shot in like the back and they got like a fucked up limp and their foot is like one way and they gotta like, that's how he was, but worse. He had the things to hold him up, but it was just bad. And it was my friend's dad. And it was some sad shit. But this is all the shit I seen at an early age, just like this, in months. All this shit prepared me to move to New York, and now we in fucking shelters in Flatbush. And that shit was nuts. But the TL, Haight Street was some crazy shit, and I'll never forget. My mom grabbed my fucking shirt, lit that motherfucker on fire, and I thought I was gonna burn up and fucking die. That's how scared she had me. I didn't touch no matches or no fucking lighter for like, till I left the state. How about that? Till I left the state to another state, and I didn't even play with it. I see my friends, I'm grabbing the thing here, light it, throwing it, blackjacks, or no, black cats. That was the little firecracker names. So yeah, man, them fucking days was nuts, and my mom did the right thing, because I could have burned down the fucking house. So mama, you did good, because I never burnt down shit since, and fires scared the shit out of me. So you did right. I seen you save lives. We live in the trenches. No father there to help you out, to raise me, but we made it through it. We made it through it. I've been from TL's, Haight Street, Flatbush, shelter, Alphabet City, shelter, and this was in the 80s when this shit was crazy. I remember coming and there was this big old graffiti thing and it says crack kills. And I never knew what crack was until I got to New York. And then the fiends was not lying out. They was like talking. It was all kind of shit. It was crazy. But that was a hell of a little trip. Riding all the way across country. People didn't want to serve us at certain restaurants in like, I want to say in Missouri, Utah, and some other spot because my brother was darker than me and my mother. So back then, in them small little towns, them is like sundown towns. Like you didn't want to be there because you could feel the racism. They didn't even want to serve my mom because of my brother. Couldn't even get a cup of coffee. Like, that's how bad the shit was. In like, we drove across in 1986, and we hit in these little towns in like Utah, Wyoming, was it Missouri? I think it was, but I'm not exactly sure. But racism was real bad then. I mean, real fucking bad then. And just to drive across, and we even hit a fucking deer in Wyoming. I mean, the cross-country trip seemed like it took forever. I'm not gonna lie to you. Seemed like it took for fucking ever. But yeah, that was a little throwback, little fucking history from growing up on fucking Haight Street. I used to walk to school in kindergarten by myself. I used to walk to school in first grade when I had to come and live with my grandma in Tracy because my mother was doing time in Reno. Now, she come out, we go back to the TL at 7. I'm walking to the school. I'm walking from the TL to the Mission at 7 years old. Walking past all kind of winos laying in the gutter, and this is all you see was Thunderbird, Night Train, and White Irish Rose bottles everywhere. I mean, every fucking where. Everybody who drank anything and was getting high, them motherfuckers was drinking that wine, that Night Train, that Thunderbird, anything like that. It was crazy. Growing up in the 80s as a little kid, there's nothing like it. I mean, the kids was bad as hell. I mean, stealing bikes, changing tires. I mean, doing all kind of wild shit. And then a lot of people's parents was on drugs. Heroin was the drug of choice then. I mean, it just made them feel some kind of way. Like I said, these motherfuckers was ODing, and instead of running from it, they would run back to it like, yo, did you hear so-and-so just fucking died? He got some good shit. Now, how the fuck, if somebody died, you want to go try that? It's like right now with fentanyl. People be on the fentanyl, motherfuckers die or OD 3 times. My daughter, okay, she's grown as hell. She's OD'd 3 times. Do you think she's quit yet? No. She don't want to come home. She don't want to do shit. She's in San Francisco, and she keeps getting high. Her boyfriend OD'd 3 times. He barely got brought back to life. It took them like 4 tries. I mean, times have changed, but the thought still there. This shit might fucking kill me, is kill somebody, but I'ma still run to it. I want to feel like that. You want to feel like what? Dying? That's fucking insane to me. Like, you know, you can only say but so much till you just red in the face, just blue in the face, just can't say it no fucking more because you're tired of repeating yourself because it's going in one ear and out the motherfucking other, and nobody is listening to nothing you fucking say. But I grew up in those days, seeing folks OD, seeing them get brought back to life. And guess what? I would still see them same motherfuckers outside in Bodega Park on the bench like this. You think they learned their lesson? Fuck no. Fuck no. Guess what? That made them want the shit more. I almost died. Like, what the fuck? Maybe I'll just take less. Man, if I almost died off fucking something, I'm retiring my fucking jersey. I'm done with it. I'm putting my shit up. That's it. That's all. I'm changing the game. I'll go to smoking fucking weed or doing fucking acid or shrooms or something else besides that. Anything that's gonna wipe you off the map. You should never look that way again for that shit for the rest of your fucking life. And that's real talk, man. So this was a little bit of a throwback, a little bit of up-to-date shit. And it's just, you know, the life you live, everybody lives a different life, got a whole different path. But we all trying to, you know, do the same thing, be successful, take care of our kids, and live. That's it. When you're taking something that is proven to kill, then why do you want to keep running back to the same thing that can put you in the graveyard and take you from everybody who gives a fuck about you, and that will hurt everybody for the rest of their life? That is being selfish. And that is what my daughter is. She's selfish. She doesn't think about everybody who cares for her, but she keeps doing the shit. So with that being said, man, this is Christ 17 TV. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. It won't cost you a dime. And like I tell you every time around this time, please, if you know somebody who's doing bad and you can help them out, loan a hand, point them in the right way, give them something to eat, give them some clothes. If they don't got that, go ahead, man, because you will be blessed. But we not doing it for the blessings. We doing it because we give a fuck. So with that being said, I'm Christ 17 TV, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Till next time.